that are not approachable, but is one person that...
So you're the host with the most Iffy tonight?
Yes, I am. It's a pleasure hosting my vice president.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Say, honey, that it's going live.
Good evening, everyone. I want to specially welcome you all to this Zoom. It gives me great pleasure to be on this call. In fact, you don't know my joy being the host. Amazing opportunity call. It's amazing in different ways. Today is the first day of July. We're starting another half. It's a great joy to be alive today, despite what we have gone through. Secondly, I have leisure and the honor to be hosting one of our very, very top notch in the business, in person of Simon, is the vice president of this amazing company. Simon is somebody you can shout to anytime. You know, you have bosses that are not approachable, but he is one person that within the shortest notice, he will tell you, I will make it.
That's my job.
Yeah, so it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this call, Simon.
Thank you, Fee. Thank you, my friend. You're a very good host. By the way, what I love about you guys is a number of things. I think I say your entrepreneurial spirit, just love in terms of what you wanting to do with your lives, and their energy. You've got fantastic energy, and I believe life is all about energy.
Yep.
And that's the great thing. I do believe what we have with our product range is fruits, vegetables, and berries are put together by a good Lord, of course, and something which gives us an abundance of energy in the process. For the new people, right? I mean, I'm not quite sure how. I've got a few ideas of how people have been with us. I'm sure we've got some new people as well. So just to introduce myself, my name's Simon Bowler. I'm the Vice President for Partner Relations globally for the company. And I'm in my 31st year with the company. I started in 1990. Anybody not born in 1990 on here? I'm sure there might be a few people, by the way. So I got involved, what was, I would say, in the Victorian times. Juice Plus in 1990, and I started as a partner, just like you guys. I was introduced to it by somebody I didn't know.
I really don't want noise. Can you guys spare me?
Right, I've got competition here. I can see. I was introduced to it by a total stranger, and my friend rang me up and said, "Look, this guy's with me."
Sorry, Simon, can you unmute yourself now? Thank you. Just meet everyone. Yeah.
Right, I'm back on again. So this guy said, listen, I've got this guy with me. He's got this American company that's opened up in the UK. Are you interested? You know, and I said, well, listen, I'm always open-minded. And I was in my early 20s then. I had a couple of conventional businesses, but I was always open-minded at looking for new things. And so he came over, showed me the product range at the time, which was not Juice Plus, by the way. It was another product range the company had. And I thought, fantastic. I could just see everybody buying this particular product, which was water filtration at the time. And I was a little bit curious about the company. I thought, yeah, American company. I'm just not quite sure it is what it said it is. So when he left, I rang my accountant and said, look, check on this company, and he said, well, it's going to cost you £60. I thought, well, fine, no problem. And he'd done a check with Dun & Bradstreet. He came back the next day, he got a printout, and it said, listen, the company's very secure, it's cash rich, and it's debt free. You've got no risk. So I thought, great, fantastic. So in those days, you had to buy a bundle of products, a package of products, right? Unlike today, of course, it's £50 or what, €60 to get involved. I mean, it's really nothing. But in those days, if you wanted to start at a Partner Plus level, you had to buy a bundle of products, which was £3,000, or it was €5,000 plus VAT. That was to start. So, you know, I'd ask everybody on here today, who would have joined the company if you were asked to do that? Probably a lot of you would say, well, actually, I haven't even got the money to do that. I wouldn't have, no way I would have done that. So anyway, listen, I started, I got off to a very, very fast start, sold all my products very quickly in 48 hours, had 5 close friends joining me. And, you know, I got lots of success in my first month. And the business launched, in fact, well, first of all, I went to a convention in Las Vegas, and there were about 15,000 people there. And I really saw a huge picture and a vision for where this company was going in Europe. It was just expanding in Europe at the time. And I thought, wow, this is, I could see people going across stage just like me. And I thought, well, if they can do this, these American guys, sure as British guys could do it as well. So long story short, I came back, I sold both my businesses, went full time. I wouldn't advise everybody go full time straight away, by the way. It's a part-time business initially. And my business expanded into Belgium when we opened Belgium. And I had a dentist got involved in Antwerp. I went to my first meeting in Antwerp. There were 380 people in the room. And I thought, wow, huge. And all these guys were looking at the business. I mean, in fact, it was my business. You know, they're all talking in Flemish, hadn't a clue about the language. Anyway, next day I flew back to Heathrow and I rang my sponsor and he said, well, how was it? I said, unbelievable. I said, it's just going crazy over there. He said, well, I think you maybe need to go and live over there. And I was like, you mad? You want me to go and live in Belgium? And he said, yeah, honestly, I think you need to support that business. So following weekend, I was packing my car with all my worldly goods, jumping on the ferry, going over to Calais. And I remember that night driving into Tours, you know, and I saw a big sign and it said, turn left to Amsterdam, turn right to Paris, or go straight on to Luxembourg. And it sort of blew my mind, you know, a British guy that lives on an island in the British Isles. And anyway, another long story short, you know, I spent a year in Belgium. We opened up into Holland. I did a year and a half there. Then we opened France, did a year and a half in France. And then our business expanded into Hong Kong, and I went to live in Hong Kong for 2.5 years. So I did 6 years in the field, and then I got invited to the corporate side, had to sell my business back to the company, couldn't do both. And I've done numerous jobs in that period of time, from general manager, sales director, to regional director, to the VP of sales. And I've got my new current role now, which is a global role. So I guess the great thing is I've sort of seen your side as a partner, things that you have to go through. And then on the other side, of course, the corporate side. So I'm sort of in the middle, really, of dealing with, you know, great leaders on the ground and you guys as partners, and then obviously corporate aspects of the business as well, which is really good. It gives me great clarity. And when, of course, I come in the field and see you guys, I really feel what's going on. And you know, our business is very simple, but it's not easy. You know, it's not easy because you have to deal with people, and people don't always do what they say they're going to do they really? But what I love about our business is, first of all, our product range and our company. I mean, our company is 51 years old now. You know, we've still got the founder and president who started it in 1970. The company is absolutely bulletproof. You know, it's solid as a rock. You know, we've got about nearly 700 employees worldwide. We operate in 26 countries, right? You can operate an international business working locally from home. And as you know, a lot of your business has expanded in all these countries that you get paid from. Amazing. And of course, we've got a huge appetite and ambition now to go into some larger countries that we're looking at, you know, over in Eastern Europe, Russia, looking over towards Asia. We've got India, we've got Indonesia, South America, Brazil. You know, we've got project teams looking at these big countries. I haven't got any firm dates, but we're looking at big countries to go into, big populations, of course, with people that really haven't got a great plan A, never mind plan B. Do you know what I mean? So I do believe we're going to get huge growth, and you'll see we've got a new CEO, a lady CEO that's joined us from Coca-Cola, Stuart, and she's got plans now for doubling the business over the next 4 or 5 years. to $1.5 billion. So it is absolutely going to be huge for whoever gets involved. Now, is it an easy ride? Like I said, of course it's not. You know, our business mirrors life. You know, life is like, it's like a roller coaster, isn't it? 1 minute you're up, the next minute you're down. 1 minute you're up, all that. You know, when you go through days, some days, you know, you get up and what's changed? Probably the weather's still the same, the sun's shining, but actually it's a different day. Something's changed maybe there. So we have to deal with all those things. And obviously personal growth is a big factor. So the company, like I said, is Bulletproof. The product line is Bulletproof as well with Juice Plus, because we've got Juice Plus now, which is what getting 28 years when it was launched in 93. And what I love about Juice Plus is we don't pay any celebrity endorsements, right? We don't pay them for endorsements. Why? Celebrities come and go. And we decided to put our money, which we invest to build $1 million a year, into independent, peer-reviewed research, which is conducted at leading universities around the world. And now we've got over 40 studies on 5 continents around the world. And you can look at an overview on those studies, and it will tell you exactly what happens when you take Juice Plus and it gets into your body. Now, even if you didn't feel any benefit, what I can guarantee you is, from a nutritional aspect, your body is in better shape nutritionally from what it's going in there, because it's bioavailable. It goes straight into the bloodstream. You know, you don't get rid of it like most made vitamins or pills that people buy. So that's what I love about Juice Plus, is the fact that we're supported here with all this massive amounts of research, which really separates us from anybody else. And nobody else. Juice Plus, it's very, very unique in the world, and it is amazing. So that's the great thing. We've got an amazing company, right? We've got an amazing product range. Everybody needs Juice Plus, I do believe, on the planet. 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries going into your bloodstream every single day and bridging the gap between what you should eat and what you do eat. That's our message, and that's where we can help people, where it puts them on a better level of health, right, to get fitter, right? It's a catalyst, Juice Plus is, to get onto a better health plane for people. And that's what we do, is we educate people to take better care of their health. Simple as that. And Juice Plus is that catalyst. It gets the ball rolling to people drinking more water, to starting to go to the gym, maybe taking the stairs in the apartment rather than the lift, maybe walk into the shops rather than going in the car. Little things like that, because we're in a world with convenience, of course, where, you know, who buys convenience foods now? Put your hands up, right? We all buy them, by the way. We go out, things you throw in the microwave, and it's nice, easy food, isn't it, right? But it's what I call empty calories. You know, when we zap it all in the microwave anyway, right? There's calories there, but it's not very nutritious. So that's the great thing we've got with Juice Plus, and that's the message of inspiring healthy living around the world. And I always say we're a bit like Mother Teresa, person at a time. But what we're doing is it's a bit like it's the ripple effect. You know, you deal with one person, and then somebody else goes and talks about Juice Plus. Before you know, you've got 2, you've got 3, you've got 4, and that's it. So the difficult part of our business, of course, is what? It's this part here, right? It's dealing with this, as we all know, not just in business, but in life. And what I love about our business is it actually puts you in a situation where you need to get out of what we call your comfort zone. Most human beings, right, we play in our comfort zones in life, and that's where we're nice and warm and it feels great and it's comfortable and it's nice. Oh, it's great here, lovely. Right? And then when somebody asks you to do something, speak on a stage in front of people, like, oh my God, I couldn't possibly do that. I would rather die, most people would say, right? But it's personal growth, right? So I always say your comfort zone actually is your uncomfortable zone when you look back, right? Think about that, because I was told years and years ago, we're like a tree, right? We're either sort of dead and dying in the ground with our roots, or we're blossoming them and growing new blossom and branches like a tree. There's no in between in this one, and human beings are very much the same, I do believe. And what our business will do, it will challenge you in many ways. And what I want everybody to think about on here is you need to be looking at this business as a long-term plan. It's a long game, guys. It's not a short-termer. It's not something where you're going to pop in for 6 months, right, make a nice little bit of an income, and then you come out of it and you pop into something else. That won't work for you with Juice Plus. You need to be looking at this business for 5 years, right? That's it. You know, most brand new business, if you start a new business, a bank manager will tell you it takes you 3 years to get anywhere, right, before you start making money. He will say to you, it will take you 10 years before that really is a solid business that they can say, you know what, business now is going to carry on and flourish after 10 years. Our business, right, it's a lot quicker, right? And of course, it's a business of your own, but you're not on your own. That's the wonderful thing about it, right, is you've got 5 people above you that have a vested interest in your success. Because if you're not successful, they're not going to be successful either. Now, and the principle of our business is what John Paul Getty, who was an oil baron in the 1930s and 40s, he said, would you rather have 1% or 100% of your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? This is what you have in network marketing, where you earn a small percentage based on, over a period of time, thousands of people's efforts. And that's the power of numbers. Doesn't happen overnight. And of course, we're seeing on our compensation plan is you're supposed to go out there and find 5 serious people so you can build 5 performance bonus legs. Now, to find one of those legs, you might have to sponsor 50 people. I don't know what your average might be, by the way. It might be more, it might be less. But what you've got to do is you need to use what we call the law of averages and the power of numbers to your benefit. You can't just sponsor 5 people and think, oh, I've got my 5 people, right? I've got my 5 lines. Hallelujah, this business is going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be so successful. Doesn't quite work like that. But what I will tell you is, it's the crumbs that make your cake. Okay. Now imagine when you're slicing a cake open, right? You get all the crumbs everywhere. Yeah. All the crumbs back together. You've got your cake. Our business is exactly the same. So what I'm telling you is the crumbs, which are your people in your team that maybe just do 1 customer a month, or it might be 1 customer every 2 months, or maybe they bring in 1 person to their team every 6 months. All of those count. Because imagine you've got 1,000 people doing exactly the same. You've got a big business. That's it. So our business is made up of lots of part-time independent people doing a little bit. And then in between that, you've got a few people that come through as a leader and go, wow, that PMD Plus, that's my name all over it. I can just see it. I can just see myself on that stage, getting my check, right? Me, everything I want to do with my life, with this company, and just see it, right? But that might be the 1 out of 50 that you've got to get there. You might get some luck because it's a bit like having a bucket of oysters. Everybody likes oysters, by the way, don't. But a bucket of oysters, right? Now, you know, where do you get pearls from? Oysters.
Yeah.
So, anyway, most fishermen will know that. So if you get a bucket of oysters, now, if we're cracking open those oysters to find a pearl, now your pearl might be your most successful leader in your business. There might be on the first oyster that you crack open. It might be the first person you contact, right? And they're your pearl. Hallelujah. Yeah, I'm in business. I can just say I feel successful. But that oyster might be right on the bottom of your bucket. And you know what? I see so many people starting this business and they start cracking the oysters open and they get to the 6th or 7th oyster and they go, yeah, it doesn't work, this business is a load of rubbish, right? My sponsor said, actually, I was going to do really well and I was going to make a fortune. It doesn't work. It's rubbish. I get loads of negatives. People tell me it won't work. I'm rubbish. Products are rubbish. Company's rubbish. And I was never going to be successful, right? We hear it, don't we? We hear it all the time. Right? We hear that thing from unsuccessful people as well. So what I'm saying is you've got to go through your bucket of oysters. You might be very lucky and you might find it on the top, your pearl or your pearls. But your pearl might be your last oyster that you get to on the bottom of your bucket that might have taken you 2 years or 3 years to find the pearl, right? I spoke to a lady last night, Julia Krafchek, who lives in Switzerland. It took her 12 years to go national marketing director. She is the top 5, probably top 3 in Europe, income earners, right? She's just 52. Unbelievable business. I spoke to another gentleman this week as well. He's invited me to his 25th anniversary of Reduce Plus in Portugal. He's built a beautiful villa on the seafront, overseas there with his wife. Beautiful villa. He lives in Belgium, but it's his holiday villa. And it took him, wait for it, 15 years to go national marketing director. Here he is, a PMD plus. He's one of the top 10 earners in Europe. Got an unbelievable lifestyle. Did it happen overnight? Of course it didn't. It took him 15 years of digging down for his oysters, his pearls, before he got the business together. So this is a reminder for each and every one of you. Are you in this for the long game? Because if you're not, it's not going to work out for you, right? So Simon says, Simon says tonight on this call, you've got to be thinking 5-year game plan to get success at this business. Your first year, by the way, thanks Divine, your first year is your apprenticeship, right? Do you know apprenticeships and go for an apprenticeship? There's few of them nowadays, by the way, apprenticeships. So what I'm telling you is, yes, you can get success the first year and you can make some money, but it's your apprentice year where you're learning the way of doing the business. That's it. You've got to become a teacher, right? Which means you need to go through the school of what? The school of hard knocks. The school of hard knocks, right? You're going to have some invisible scars on your body that people can't see, where you've had the thousands and thousands of no's in the process, the people that tell you you can't do it, the people that said the product's rubbish, the people that said the company's going bankrupt, right? All of those things. You've got to stick it out for the first apprenticeship year where you're in good shape then as a stronger leader to support your team. And everybody's on a different journey here, right? It might not take you a year. It might take you a couple of months, right? It might take you 3 years, by the way. I don't know. It just depends because we're all different. We're all brought up differently in the world. We've all got different parents. We've all had different educations, right? We've all got different things going on up as well. So if you can stay in the long game, I can guarantee you, you have an unbelievable business and lifestyle and have some amazing choices for you and your family. Guarantee you, if you stick it out. Why? Because if you're going to do the basics, and what basics in this business, there's only 3 things you can do in this business, right? Which are going to make you successful. And I want you to take these down. Number 1, share the product. Number 2, share the opportunity. And number 3 is put on and promote events. That is it. That is hard as this business gets. 3 things you're going to remember, do, and 3 remember. That is it. Anything else you do, actually, you're off track. right? So it doesn't matter what title you are on our compensation plan, everybody, even Jeff Roberti, our top income earner, the most successful person in network marketing worldwide, not just our business, he does exactly the same things as a new Partner Plus coming in this business tonight, right? Partner or Partner Plus. That's it. So those are the three things, right? So what you're going to have to go through on this one is obviously repetition, right? So there's things that you do in day out, day in, week out, week in, week out, month in, month out. Share the product, share the opportunity, promote and put on events, okay? Now, what you've got to do into this process as well is you've got to lean into what I call your strengths. Everybody has their own strengths. So you might be very good at getting customers. You might be very good at sponsoring, right? You might be good actually at both those. But you know what? If you're good at getting customers and not so very good at sponsoring, what do you do? Sponsor people that are very good at sponsoring. That's the easy way to do it. Or if you're not very good at getting customers, get somebody who's very good at getting customers. That's it. So work to your strengths, whatever they are. And leadership is a thing, by the way. You've got to become, if you want to be successful in this business, you need to become a leader over a period of time. Now, how do you become a leader? It all starts by doing what? Looking in the mirror, right? Your competition, by the way, it's not left. It's not looking right. It's not looking behind you. It's looking at the person who's staring back at you in the mirror. So number one is I want you to become, each and every one of you on here is an excellent product of product. What does that mean? I want you to become best version of you. However that is, right? And I always say to people, if you want to look good naked, when you've got some no clothes on, and we've all got those wardrobe mirrors, there's a lot of things we're not happy with in our body. We've got to be a good ambassador for the Juice Plus company, right? You need to walk your talk. You need to take all the products every day, not just one product, all the products. You need to take the capsules every day. Why? Because first of all, your team will do exactly the same. But also, how can you recommend the capsules to somebody if you don't use them? You can't. You need your own capsule story or your own complete story. And I can guarantee if you're taking all the products, what will your team do? Exactly the same, right? If you take one product, what will your team do? They'll take one product. Who would I rather join? Whose business? Yeah, simple, isn't it? One, everybody, all products are being taken, for sure. So give yourself the best chances. So become a product of the product. And by the way, is that easy? No, it's not, right? What I'm saying is you need to go to work on yourself where you get, and you've probably heard this from me before, the Juice Plus Glow, Bianca, right? And it's where people look at you, Bianca, and they go, wow, what are you doing? You look absolutely amazing. You've got a glow of health all over your body. Your skin's fantastic, right? Your hair's beautiful. You've got nice glistening hair. I want a bit of what you've got, Bianca, right? And that's it. It's when health is like oozing off you, when you look so good and you feel so good and powerful. But it's not easy, right? Because we've got to chip away every day at doing that, right? We've got to drink our 2 liters of water. We need to take our Juice Plus products. We need to go out and maybe do a bit at the gym or go for a brisk walk. But we've got to get healthier in the process where we get the Juice Plus Glow, right? And that comes to some people a bit quicker than others. Okay, because it just depends on our genetic makeup. So that is number one. Simon says that is, without doubt, a non-negotiable, right? If you are not prepared to do that, you may as well leave the Juice Plus company and go and do something else, right? Because you will not be successful unless you do that. Mark my words, okay? I do my best every week. I'm doing the gym, you know, I'm gym 3 times, I'm doing some spinning, I'm rowing, right? I think about what I put in my mouth. Is it full? Is it going to do something for my body? Or is it junk food? You know, that's it. That's what you've got to think, right? Because we've only got one body to live in the rest of our lives. You know, are we going to make a mess of it? Or are we going to have this amazing, healthy body where we can go out and do what we want? That's it. I feel like I'm lecturing, by the way, on this one. So anyway, that is it. Become a product of the product. What is the next thing I would like you to do? What's the next thing that helps make successful leaders in this business? Well, I'll tell you, number one is you've got to get some goals, guys. You've got to get some goals, right? And everybody thinks, oh, goals, it doesn't sound very nice, right? Goals, it sounds all very businessy. Call it whatever you want. Call it a target if you want to, right? Why am I saying a goal? Because we all have goals in life. Let's face it, ladies, right? Who's married? Put your hand up if you're married, right? Nobody's married. Okay. Yeah, a few people. I know you're right. Bianca's married. Listen, ladies, you all know or knew what you wanted when you got married. You knew the dress you were going to wear. You knew what flower arrangements you wanted in church. You knew how your bridesmaids were going to, you have that vision. It was there. I know exactly what I want, right? And I know what man I want as well in the process. So what I'm saying on this one is you've got to get some Juice Plus goals. What do you want to do with your life? You've got the materialistic stuff, the house, the cars, holidays, right? Then you've got your other things that you might want to do for people as well in the process. Some amazing things for you. I mean, Jeff Roberti, he bought a beautiful car for his mum, right? Wrapped it up with bows on Christmas Day and took it over there. And she was in tears, right? I mean, he says, you wouldn't believe it, right? I said, I got every little extra on that car. And to see her face, he said, to me, it was worth everything I've worked for with Juice Plus. Unbelievable. You might want to do something for your parents or for your grandparents, right? To do those things, right? It's such an amazing feeling to be able to do that, let's face it. So where am I going with this one? Get yourself a vision board. Vision boards are so powerful. My daughter was doing one last night. So get yourself some magazines, start cutting out little things. I want to take my family to Mauritius, right, for Christmas. I want to maybe go and learn a language, whatever it might be, your personal stuff, and put it in a place where you're going to see it every single day, where your subconscious is being fed with those goals and your subconscious is going to work on it every single day. I can guarantee you, if you're going to do the basics, you achieve those goals and you'll start ticking them off one by one. Bam. I've done that Mauritius goal. I've taken all my family there and it's amazing, unbelievable. And people can never take these memories away from you. Have a life rich in memories, right? That's what this business can do for you. But the best part, by the way, is seeing the other people in your team going across stage, getting the trophy for NMD, right? Those are the people that, you know, have poor lives, right? You've helped pull them up in the business with you. And that I can guarantee you're going to have more joy than your own personal success when you're sitting on the front seat of the convention, right? And you're going to be in absolute tears when they walk across that stage because you know all the battle scars that they've been through to get to the top because you've been through it yourself, you know. And it's worth it. That feeling is going to be unbelievable for you. It really is. But you've got to feel those things. You've got to imagine it, right? You've got to taste it, that success, right? Because guaranteed you're going to have the days when you want to quit, when it's not working out, right? And it's my sponsor said it was going to do this and it's going to do, and it's not doing it for me and it's not working and I'm getting no's, right? But I can guarantee you, right, on the other side of that mountain is some beautiful success. But you've got to climb the mountain, guys, and you've got to get the battle scars as you go into the top. And you've got to have the attitude listen, I'm going to be at the top mountain with a flag, putting that flag in at that top of that mountain, right? Or I'm going to be dead in the valley. You won't find me at base camp 1, base camp 2, or base camp 3. Dead in the valley, I'm gone, or I'm at the top of the mountain. That's the attitude. It's like the Vikings. When the Vikings came to the UK, right? They said, right, guys, the chief Viking said, we're going to burn our boats, right? Imagine how all the other guys felt. We're going to burn our boats. We can't even get back to the Nordic countries. You're mad, right? What if we don't succeed here? He said, that's it. That's the attitude we're going to have. We're going to burn all the boats because we're going to be dead, or we're going to have victory. And of course, what did they do? They got victory. That's it. That's the attitude that you've got to get in your mind, which you've got to work on. Personal growth, where you read in the books about successful people. What have they done to get success? And I can tell you exactly what they've done. They failed their way to the top. All of them. Read Richard Branson's book, Elon Musk's book. Massive amounts of failure, right? They don't tell you that, but when you read the books, bankruptcies, all sorts of stuff going on. That's part of success in the process, right? So you're going to have to go through the school of hard knocks. What else is I wanted to talk about is, I want to talk about this one, ladies, especially, is belief. Belief in yourself. Why? Because we're all beaten down in society in many ways. And I think especially in your culture, you know, it's, well, why should you be successful? You know, if you look at a lot of, okay, let's go on, you know, what are you going to be? You're going to be a housewife, or you're just going to do stuff at home and look after the kids. Why should you ladies be independent? Of course you should be independent, right? And that's the great thing about this business, right? It doesn't discriminate in any shape or form. It doesn't matter whether you're tall or small. Doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter whether you've had a formal education or not. It doesn't matter whether you've got 5 toenails on your toes. Doesn't matter, right? We have a computer that measures your success, and it doesn't go to you. Oh, by the way, actually, Bianca, I don't like the size of your nose. No, there's no way you're going NMD. Can't have that. Or Maggie, no, Maggie, I don't like those spectacles. No, I can't allow you to go to the top of our business. Does not discriminate. Anybody, but anybody can become a national marketing director. And we've got people on here. Every single person, I believe, from my heart, can go national marketing director, right? Not everybody will, because you're not all going to stick it out. But if you stick it out and do the basics, time will win out for you, where you're going to have that flag at that top of that mountain. And it's like, little old me, I've done it. And everybody said I was never going to do it, but I did it. And I took control of my life. So I want you to go to work on the belief process, right? What is the belief box? It's this little box here that controls our lives. How do we do that? Well, we start doing it day by day, bit by bit, chipping away, working on personal growth, reading books about successful people, listening to podcasts, going through the school of hard knocks, and building ourselves up where we become a stronger, independent person, where we look in the mirror and we have more belief in ourselves, less anxiety in the process, and we just feel more confident in what we're achieving in life, and we can smell success as well. You can just smell it. Just, I know I'm going to be successful. No matter what happens, I know I'm going to make it. Whatever you throw at me, wherever you put me in the world, I know I'm going to be successful. That's the mindset that you're going to work on. And I had a great lady on last night on a Facebook Live, which you can have a look on my Facebook page, called Lauren Slocum. And she actually rejected the business in 1990. Unfortunately, she said, stupid, wasn't right. Now she's got 64 NMDs in her business. She lives in Las Vegas. Have a listen to that Facebook Live, because it's all about your mindset. So is your mindset, is it going to make you, or is it going to mangle you? Is it going to make you? Or is it mangle you in the process, right? And I want everybody on here to be an outright winner in life, where you're holding that mantle of success to say, little old me did this. I made it. And that's what I love about this company. Yes, we're spreading the word of healthy living, inspiring healthy living, but in the process, we're sort of going through the trenches of life where I'm a bit muddy and a bit, a bit beaten up, but we're becoming stronger in the process there, where these things, you become like Teflon in a way, and someone goes to you, oh, well, you're a loser. What about that company? That company's rubbish. It's like Teflon. It just goes ping, doesn't even do anything, right? Doesn't, where initially when someone says to you, it's like, oh my God, right? They said the product mission, the company was bankrupt. I'll go in bed. I'm going to back under bed under the sheets for a week, right? And have a little cry, and then I'll come back out, right? That's how we can all feel when we start in the business. I remember when I did it, I felt so bruised, and it's like personal. When somebody says a no, it's like somebody punches you. It's like, oh my God, I feel it, really do. But after a while, actually, just like bump straight off you. No problem at all. So this is belief, leaders, for you especially. I want you to work on your self-esteem, where you become that strong, independent, that's got this really successful business, doing amazing things for a family. You can have this global business where you can run the world. And obviously in the process, touching so many people's lives with our product and our business. To finish off, what I would like to finish off is this one. So if you've been involved in the business for a while, I want you to ask this question. Where you are currently at the moment, would you sponsor yourself? Would you sponsor yourself based on what you are doing in your business at the moment? Now, you need to be really honest about that one as well, right? Rather than a bit of a lie, because, you can lie to the people, but I always say you can never lie to the man or the woman in the mirror, which does. You never lie to yourself, by the way. You really can't. So I want you to ask yourself, based on what I have been doing, would I actually sponsor myself? And the answer is no, right? You need to step up. You need to step up, and you need to get back to the basics that brought you in this business and had some success in the early days. And you've got away from doing the very basics that brought you success. And that just happens, by the way. It happens naturally. A lot of people. We can get into a bit of management mode as well, where we start managing people in our business. We don't put new customers on anymore. We don't sponsor anybody. We get what Jeff Roberti would call stinking thinking. Well, would you sponsor yourself? Now, the answer is definite no. Right, Simon. I am going back to basics. Right, what I said I was going to do when I started. Right, I'm going to get my new vision board out. I'm going to sort all that out again. Get rid of my stinking thinking. Bam! I'm starting, and I'm pressing the green button. Restart. And that's the wonderful thing about our business, by the way. You can press the restart button anytime. Fantastic, isn't it? Yeah? You can quit today and you can start again tomorrow. That is a good feeling, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. That makes me feel good, right? You can always do that with this business, right? So would you sponsor you, and would you follow you? Two great questions that you always need to ask yourself, right? Because we can lie to others, but we can never lie to ourselves. Okay, back to basics on that one. And I want you to become a master of what you do. So if you're very good at sponsoring people, become a master sponsoring. Okay, if you're excellent at putting events on, become a master of putting amazing events on. Yeah, I mean, Olivia does lots of hosting. She's amazing, unbelievable, right? So become a master what you do. And what I want each and every person to do, as I'm finishing up on this one, is I want you to get yourself tomorrow after five small wins a day. 5. Now you might think they're very insignificant, but 5 small little wins every day. It might be for your health. It might be drinking 2 liters of water that maybe you're not doing now. You know you need to, but you're not doing it. Might be something else for your health. Might be, do you know what? I'm going to walk up the stairs when we're shopping in my apartment. I'm not going to take the lift. I'm going to walk upstairs, actually. I'm not going to be exhausted, but I'm going to do that. It might be I'm going to contact that person on my contact list who I know is hugely successful. They've got a big house, they drive big cars, they go on amazing holidays. I just know this business won't be for them, right? I'm frightened to contact them. I know it's not going to be, it just won't be for them, right? But I daren't contact them anyway, right? What are they going to say? They might say no. So they might be, by the way, the most successful people you sponsor in your business. They might be the people that say, get out of my way. Get out of my way, Bianca. I don't need you. Get out of my way, right? I know exactly what I want to do. Don't hold me up. Bam, I'm gone. Before you know it, they've got a national marketer. So it might be that. So 5 small wins starting tomorrow, where you can just tick them off. Go, yeah, Simon said, actually, it's 5 small wins. You can count them on your hand as well and keep ticking them off. Done one, done the next one, bum, bum, bum. Got my 5 wins. I feel good. I've done something about my business. Yeah. So if you can do that every single day, write them down, cross them off at the end of the day, do that day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month, year in, year out, and guarantee you, you're going to have an amazing Juice Plus business after that year. It will just happen. Guaranteed. Just going to happen. Are you going to have a lot of no's? Of course you are. Are you going to have yeses? Of course you are. Are you going to have people coming in your business? Yes, you are. Are you going to have people leaving your business at times? Yes, you are. Right? Are you going to have people buying your products? Yes, you are. Are you going to have a lot of fun in the process? Yes. Are you going to have bad days? Yes. Are you going to have days when you feel like quitting? Yes. All of that guaranteed, right? But like I said, you're going to become that kick-ass, independent, strong, successful. This is my business. I have done this together with my sponsors' help, and these thousands of people I've got in my business that I've helped in the process is an amazing, amazing feeling. And I want you to think about the next convention where you're going up on stage to collect your trophy, whatever it is, for that position that you want to achieve. Whether if you're just started now and you're a partner plus and going senior partner, whether you're an IMD, right? Gladys, she's going for EMD. I want you to think about that moment, what you're going to wear for it, how you want yourself to look, right? You might not be happy with yourself at the moment. You might have a few little bumps and ripples right here, right? You might want to get rid of those. We've all got them, by the way, right? But I want you to think and imagine where you're walking across that stage. Is that a bit of a new you in the process as well? But you're there picking up that trophy, right? And you've got your team on that front row there, right? And you're gliding across that stage. You're like walking on water, right? So powerful, right? And then you're doing that speech to that audience, right? Where you thought you would die if you do any speaking, right? That's it. That can be for everybody on this call. I can guarantee you, I've seen it all. I've seen thousands of people in this business. I've seen lots of people go as well. But I want every person on this call, 86 people, like I said when I started, to think the 5-year game, 5-year game before it even enters your mind. I'm quitting, I'm out of here. 5 years, you can build an amazing, amazing business and have an unbelievable legacy for your family. We've seen it all. Look at the leaders in your business, right? What they're doing with their lives. Incredible, it really is. Why shouldn't it be you? I always say, why not you? Why not you? Hey, why not? That's it. So, you know, you came into this business for a reason. So we need to keep the dream alive, guys, whatever it is. A lot of people around you, even some of your friends, will want to kill your dreams, unfortunately. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself not with dream stealers, right? The dream stealers, some of them are friends, unfortunately. They don't want to see us successful. So make sure you surround yourself with people that are going to feed you with what you want to hear, and that's success. So that's how I'm going to leave you anyway. I can talk forever, of course, because it's business, I really do. And it hurts me to see people not getting success. It really does. We've got a simple business. It's not easy, Gary, but the amazing thing about it is it's a proven formula of success. That's it. It's like putting the ingredients to make a cake and you put it in the oven, you've got an amazing cake. Our business is the same, right? If you do basics, right, it will work. If you don't do it, it won't work. As simple as that. Consistency is the key on this one. So that's my friend Iffy. I'm going to go back to you, to our amazing host with that beautiful shirt on. I love the shirt as well.
Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you so much. What else can I say, Simon? Guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. I want to jam your hand together for this amazing presentation. Honestly, you see, we all are just listening with rapt attention. It's not easy getting a vice president on this call. So we gave you all platform to express yourself. Just pour it out, pour it out. And I'm happy, honestly, you have challenged us. My books are full. I've written a lot. And I am on with the questions you ask. The ones that are so prominent to me is, will I sponsor myself at the stage my business is now?
What was the answer, Iffy, by the way?
Yes.
Fantastic. Good man. I'm happy with that.
The second question is, am I going to follow myself? Yes, I will. Honestly, you've made my day, man. So you've dotted all the I's and crossed the T's. Honestly, it is a very good opportunity to have you, and all of us on this call, we really appreciate. It's not easy getting you out, but when we get you out, we want to listen and listen and listen.
Listen, I love the Juice Plus community. I love your community especially. I mean, just the way you guys lock arms as a team as well. You can move mountains, as you know. You know when you get family problems. We all have family problems, and we all have family squabbles at the same time when there's something wrong, and we lock arms. You can move mountains as a family, as a team. Exactly, as well. No different. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys at a convention. Hopefully we're going to have this autumn in the UK, where we feel the true life and the true spirit of our business course when we come together. It's been a really tough year and a half for you. It really has, hasn't it? But yeah, there's some exciting times ahead for you guys. I can guarantee you, especially the power of you is international. As you go into international countries, which we these new countries, you guys are amazing at sponsoring internationally.
Thank you so much. Simon, please, I want to especially not to go yet, because people in the house that want to ask, it's an opportunity. Oh, I have this bunch for the VP. Just give us some minute, please. We're not going to on this Zoom, but right. I just want to invite, somebody again that his situation is relatively the same with yours, because this gentleman I'm going to call on, he left his job the way you did yours too, and today a sole business. Okay. He said, this business is my life, I'm going to run with it. The way you came into this business, if I'm not mistaken, 1990, is that correct?
Correct.
Pretty time. And this man is somebody that has been following your footsteps. He said, I'm not doing enough answering to someone. He's his own boss today. So it gives me much pleasure to introduce to you Bossman. Is my friend. Bossman Richmond, my friend. That's the husband of Boss Lady Matilda. is the guy propelling Matilda. Anytime you see her going, that is the guy behind. So, guy, please welcome on board, boss man Richmond. Simon has said a lot. Simon has motivated us. Just want you to let our viewers, those watching us all over the world, that think they cannot do this business. You left your well-paid managerial level business, job and said, this is what I want to do. So please I will give you 10 minutes. Wrap it up in 10 minutes. Please talk to us. Thank you, boss man.
Thank you, Osman, Ife, and thank you very much, Simon, for today, me sharing a platform with you. Actually, I've been following you, but we've never met like this before. All the time you've been talking to my wife on Zooms and other things, but today I've met you. And I think considering what you have shared with us, you've said it all. And I was thinking, Bossman, what are we here for? I don't think we can say anything more profound than what Simon has shared with us. But I think it's also equally important for me to share my story, how I got to come to be part of this wonderful community. And actually, I didn't start it so easy like that. I was very, very skeptical, very, very doubtful to this business because my wife has been in similar businesses almost 5 times. So when she introduced this business to the house, I completely fought against it because I thought it was going to take the same dimensions. But when my wife told me that she was going to prove to me that this one is going to be exceptionally different from all those works or business she has done. And like you said, she knew exactly what she was going to get from this business. The belief was very strong from her. She told me that she is going to prove to me that this is what she wanted to do. And my wife is at where she is now because she really put in extra effort into this business. And I think that is the secret about this business. So when she was trying to prove to me, I was still not actually interested. And I was doing my job. I am a qualified. And I thought, how much more is my wife going to get from this business that is solely on social media, whereby I am a social worker. At that time, my hour rate was around £35 an hour. So that alone made me feel all that we needed. But my wife shown to me that this is really a business that is mind-blowing. It is a mind gold business where when you want to put in extra effort, the resource or maybe reward is unlimited. So while she was working in this business, I was also doing my social work until I realized that this is something that I need to look into because I was worried how much she was getting from this business. I thought maybe she's being scammed and the money that is coming into her business is somebody that is actually depositing the money into her account. And at the end of the day, I thought when there is any problem, I'm also going to be held responsible. And that is when I took my time to study the business like the way Simon you did. Knew where it started and where it has come to be today. So I realized that, okay, let me actually start to do something about it. I sat down with her and said, look, you did not actually start the business. You just joined because you were so excited about it. But additionally, this is what I have done. I have realized that it's a genuine business. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And therefore, sign me up. She was surprised because I resisted everything that she could do. If I had my way, I would have asked her to stop this business. But when she did this business for 1.5 years, it took me 1.5 years before I really realized that I wanted to join this business. So let's imagine somebody that you're living with in the same house for 1.5 years, she was into a business that she has really come to embrace the models and everything. I was still resisting it. And until 1.5 years, that's when I realized that I need to do something.
I think it's normal, really, actually. You know, the ladies get involved and us guys are very skeptical. And if you look at a lot of the husbands, they're like, Well, what are you starting that for? It's a rubbish business, that is. And of course, they go, ladies have to put lots of effort in and time away from the family before they really start making any success.
Yeah.
And of course, we're very critical and going, actually, look, you're spending more time doing this business than spending with us, and you're not getting any benefit here. There's nothing going on. And then when they are successful, of course, actually, it was our idea.
Exactly. We claim the title.
All of a sudden, it was the man's idea. Yeah, it was my idea. It wasn't hers. You know what I mean? Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. So after 1.5 years, I decided to come on board, and then she registered me. And whilst I was doing this business, I was also doing my social work. And like you said, you were not actually advocating for anybody to leave their job immediately, but it will get to a point no one will tell you to leave your job, especially if you put in the effort and the energy, the desire that you have to put into this business. You will stop what are you doing and take this as your main and plan A business. So along the line, I realized that what this business is doing for me in terms of the income, even my health, there was no point for me to remain in my job. And that is when I decided to actually sack my board. And one of the reasons why I did that was that although I was a social worker, and within the county that I was working, we have a population of about 500,000, okay? And even that 500,000 population, not everybody actually receives our services. We have about just a little. So considering the number of counties that this business was operating, and the number of people that we could actually reach out with to support them, and also change their financial situations, I thought I could reach more people than being a social work. So this was one of the motivations that also motivated by to my social work job. So as I'm talking to you, I left my job in October last year, and today I sit opposite with my wife, who is the National Marketing Director, on the same table, same area, while we do our business together. And this business has not only changed our life, it has also changed a lot of that are connected to us. Okay, so boss man, I think this is one of the stories that I want to share with everybody that is watching with us tonight. You see, your case may be like me. I am somebody that don't take it in easily. I'm not gullible. So me talking to you today in regard to this business is a clear testimony that there's nothing to be afraid of when you join this business. It will make life extraordinary. In terms of your finances, it will, in terms of your health, it will change it. And like Simon saying, about 2-3 days every day, I go to the gym. And that's why you say, who is that gentleman looking nice over there?
That's why you're looking so good, my man. Well done. Right. All I would say for the ladies that have got partners that you're struggling with your partner in this and they're giving you some negatives, hang in there, right, ladies, because when you start to be successful, I guarantee it will be their idea.
just like Richmond is claiming the success now.
And I think my wife is a very strong lady, because the way I actually resisted this business, the way I was not actually supporting her, and she's still maintaining this. I think the fact was that her upline was somebody that actually opened up to her for her to know exactly what this business is all about. If you don't have an upline who is actually well and down with this business, she would have quit, because she knows everything from the business inside out. The compensation plan was very clear to her, so she actually understood it. And like, she was somebody that didn't actually rest for the very first day she got into the business. She started working very hard. So today, if she's Presidential Marketing Director Plus, it is something that she has worked for. And that has also brought me into the business. And now I'm National Marketing Director. And I'm still looking forward to go out there and grab what she has already attained. So, Bossman, that is it.
Thank you so much. If I leave this, my friend, is going to go. His story is amazing. He's going to go on and on. But you know, it will not stand where we are keeping our VP too long. VP should be in bed now.
Well, I don't know about that. No,
It's million rolling in, you know. So, but VP, I wouldn't take much of your time. I have one amazing speaker I'm going to bring on now. Guys, you've seen us guys talking. It is not about guys. In this business, it's 90% ladies, if you don't know. And like Simon has said, if your husband is giving you a tough time, don't worry. Let him see the paycheck coming. He's going to change his mind. I have many men here that have changed their mind. So don't worry. You don't need to pray and fast about that. Just be consistent in what you are doing. Your husband is going to have a change of mind and is going to join you, and he will stand like Bossman Rich me claiming the credit. If not me, you wouldn't be there. Anyway, I'm going to bring another amazing speaker to represent the female. Please tell them that ladies are here. She's gorgeously dressed and beautifully smiling where she is. I'm going to bring, by the way, she's upline. For those of you that don't know, she's my upline. I'm going to introduce to you my amiable boss lady, Gladys Osagie. There's a way she pronounced that Osagie. You are going to hear from her now. So I'm going to bring her on board. She has so similar. All my guests today have the same story. I'm the only one that have not sacked my boss. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to sack my boss. But the three people have sacked their boss and they are working. You know, Richmond said bye to the boss. And this, my next speaker, said bye to the boss last year. We are not encouraging you to quit your job if it's not time. But like I said, I used to say, time will tell. And you will not have any other choice than to say, boss, see you later. Can I bring on to this show, Boss Lady Gladys, speak to us in a nutshell. Wrap it up for me in 10 minutes. Thank you so much.
By the way, guys, I'm going to have to be shooting. I've just looked at the time. I'm going to be going to another call.
Oh, okay.
It's 9, so yeah.
Simon, what we are going to do before you leave is, sorry, if you have any question for Simon, just put it in the chat. Maybe you have question you want to ask him. I will personally deliver the questions to him, and he's going to give you an answer. So if you have question, just put it in the chat box. I'll make sure they get to Simon. Simon, is that correct?
Well, I mean, listen, I've just looked at the time. I'm going to have to be shooting for this other call. So if you've got a question, send it to me on my Facebook Messenger and I will answer you on my Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to be late for this call.
Thank
Sorry,
you
guys.
so much.
Thank you,
Great to see
Simon.
you all anyway.
Thank you so much for having us.
Looking forward to seeing you all in the flesh.
Okay.
Convention.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you so much for the evening.
Pleasure, guys. God bless. God bless everybody.
Okay, you too. Have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you. Wow.
Boss Lady, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bossman Ife. Thank you, Bossman Richmond. Thank you so much. Amazing Zoom call. Wow. It is a great privilege to be here. So the title of this opportunity call is Work More on Your Fortune. Like, you know, work more on your fortune. So I remember 2 years ago, my friends reached out to me and shared this amazing opportunity. I didn't know that. I didn't even know this word. I should work on my fortune. But I've always believed that going for extra income opportunities will actually give you peace of mind in the future. You know, so that's how I decided to join this company, because it's actually free, like it's 60 euros. So if we say, come and join this business for 60 euros, it's actually close to nothing. So I actually joined because I wanted option. So do you have an option right now? Do you have any choice? Like, do you have any choice right now? Money gives you option. Yeah, money gives you option. And if you are in a place right now, you don't have flexibility, our business opportunity can give you flexibility. It can help you. It can support you. It can supplement your earnings. The mission of the company is to inspire healthy living and promote extra income opportunities. We do well by using social media to build our business. And social media has actually built my business in this global crisis. Yes, global health crisis. It has actually built my business. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of social media. Yeah, so if you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're watching us from, you want to ask yourself, are you being paid scrolling on Facebook? why others get paid? Do you want to find out how we all on this corner do get paid? Scrolling. We are intentional with our posts. So whatever you post on Facebook, I want to tell you that someone that is posting the same thing that you put on Facebook is getting paid. Inspiring, sharing, helping, listening, communicate. This is the mission of the company. It's also always sharing stuff. For me, I joined because of my family. You know, coming from the background of, I'm a mom of 3 boys and my kids are so small. I found that this company help mom. And I came on board. I quit my job 2 years, just exactly 2 years. So you see, we're not telling you when you come into the company, you will quit your job immediately. No. Even my upline actually was very like, hey, Gladys, be careful. I don't want you to quit your job and start going hungry. You know, she was so like sure. She wanted me to be sure. Are you sure? I said, yes. Can't you see my pay line? Can't you see how much I'm ready now to quit my, it's 1 year, guys. 1 year, over 1 year and 7 months. I haven't worked for anybody. So over 1 year and 7 months, I've been working for myself. Kudos to Gisbus company. So just imagine you want to ask yourself, what if I can take 1 year off my job? Anybody on this call, anybody on the Zoom can take 1 year off just because this business can pay off for you in the future. We have people in their 50s joining the business, 60s, 70s, 40s. I'm almost in my 40s. Join this business for your future, for your retirement. Who says you have to work up to 60, up to 67? Why do you? So if money was not an option right now, put it in the comment section. Put in the comment section where you are watching me from, guys. If money wasn't an option, when will you retire?
200.
You know, when will you retire? Well, because of money is an option. That's why people wait till 67. If I show you a way you can make this money, will you come on board? Our mission right now, we're inspiring healthy living, and we have a franchise in USA. I want to quickly say this before we go. So if you're watching us from United States of America, Canada, Mexico, here's an opportunity for you. Call me before the blaze is over and create the empire that you've always been dreaming. Thank you, Bossman Ifeanyi, for inviting me to speak on your call. Thank you, Bossman Richmond. I was almost going to say Matilda. You better change her name. You know, thank you so much, you know.
Thank you.
For allowing me to speak. You know, I'm passionate about the Gisbus company. And this is why I'm going to close now. Be passionate with anything you're doing. To all the partners watching, be passionate. Go out there and spread the word. Inspiring healthy living is a calling. Whether you get paid or not, it should be a calling right now. Because when you do that, you're helping your neighbors to boost their immune system, to support their health. And you also get paid doing it. So that's a double reward. So thank you. Let's look at it together in the month of July and fly. God bless.
Thank you much. Thank you for that. I told you that all stories look similar. You've heard it from her now. Thank you so much. Guys, I was speaking to some people in the meeting we had before I came on this call. I said consistency is the key of everything. And Simon has re-echoed a lot of things. Do 5 good things a day. Do not surround yourself with a dream killer. We have a lot of dream killers around. Get yourself out from them and move forward. Honestly, I didn't know if you took note. All Simon has said and all what my amazing speakers have said. It's all collaborating together. Thank you for being part of inspiring healthy living. It is not just enough telling someone, go out there. You have social media, is platform that you have no limitation at all. If TikTok is full, go to Facebook. If Facebook is full, go to Instagram. Go anywhere. Just shout it aloud. Let people know. Every one of us on this call was just like you, in case you are watching us from all over the world. There was a time we were speaking those English we were speaking. That's why I'm going to call on my boss man to quickly, in few minutes, just address men that are still sitting on the fence. You see, I don't have much problem in this business with ladies. Ladies, their mind are so receptive, they accept. But men, oh God, it takes you years to get a man on board. And look at the population of men we have in this place. We are so few, ladies everywhere. So, boss man, I want you to lend your voice to what I've been telling men. Tell them wherever they are that they should try and have option B. It is not enough having option A. Please talk to them. You were once like them, but today, I don't know what Juice Plus have done for you. Can I just tell you, this guy you are saying flew first class. He flew first class. I'm going to say that to you if you don't know. He flew first class. You know how much to fly first class? If he's still doing his care work, he's not going to fly first class. Bossman, talk to us. Talk to us.
Right. Thank you, Bossman. I think what I would like to share with my colleague men out there is that we need to actually decline from the fact that we think that when we wake up every morning, go to work at 9 o'clock and come back 5 o'clock, that actually means that we are doing very hard working. That is not, we are not working smart, because at the moment that are successful are doing things that are very smart. And this business is one of the smartest ways you can be successful, not even now, but can change your life even in your retirement. And like Bossman said, I have been in this country for almost 18 years. And anytime I'm going to Ghana, I'll be looking for the fare that is non-refundable, because that is the cheapest. That is the cheapest. So if you miss your flight, then you should be cursing your stars. And you always, when you're going to abroad, maybe like Africa, and you buy this non-refundable fare, your flight taking off 6 o'clock in the morning, you will leave home at 2 o'clock, because you don't want to get stuck in a traffic.
Asleep at the airport.
So this business, in fact, I was like you out there, thinking that this business is not going to work. This business is calm. This business, they say, is for women. I was thinking the same way. And today, if I'm sitting with you here, relax with this business, why can't you follow our footsteps? Look at Boss Ife. He looked very smart. And I can imagine his age, but look at, he still looks fresh, like a young man. And this is what you can get from this business. You getting the money, okay? You getting the money. You are also looking or taking care of your health, okay? We need to stop the 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Okay? It is something that it is just there for us to live. It will not take us any far. I was in like that. But today, even if I'm to go back and do something because I am in a professional that I need to always make sure I maintain my registration, I will not go for full time. I can even work for a day or two. You're okay with this business. Okay, so even if you are not in now as a man and you have a wife or a partner that is in the business, just look at what she is doing. Support her. Just make sure you know what is going on. Okay, and then when you think that you can support to the extent that you can also join, just join. Don't waste time. And we have to also kill the mindset that we think that women that are out there are there just to make fun on Facebook. No, they are there for businesses. I want to stress more on men that are married. Most of us has problem with our wives because we think that they are out there just to appreciate their beauty and say, oh, all sorts of things. They are there to make money. They are there for a purpose. So we need to develop the trust. And whilst I'm also talking about being trustful for our wives, the wives who are also there should also show this kind of integrity. They prove to us that they are there for business. This business is not just for men, also not just for women, because like Simon said, the owner or the found that it's a man. And if you look at the structure, or maybe the people that are out there who are making it big there, the men are out in their numbers. Before I joined this, check how many men have made it. And I could count a handful of women. It is only in our community because we Africans have got a mind thinking that these are women's business. That is why we are not getting on board. But if you go out in the world way, in the massive way, in the community there, or in the European circles, America or Canada, you can see that the men are in their numbers. Let's take the advantage. The opportunity is there. How long are we going to work this orthodox way? Okay, so men, join us. We have men group that are there to help. This is a business that is like a community. I've not met a boss man before, but we are now like a family. You can call me at any time and we can share business ideas. And the good thing about this business is that you can even develop yourself. There are certain things that have come onto this business that has also helped me to think more than I was doing. I have learned a lot. So men, this is an opportunity for you. And those men that are in this business, I want to share something very small. Boss, okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Those of us that are in this business, we may be thinking that things are not working in the way we expect it. Simon said, there's one thing that we always have to understand. We don't have to lie to ourselves. We have to be very, very truthful to ourselves. What we are not doing, we shouldn't pretend we are doing it. Okay? Again, we have to divide ourselves into two, something that with personality splits. Okay, we need to split ourselves in a psychological way. We call ourselves boss men, but there should be a boss man and an employee. That is a personality split. Being Richmond 1, you should have Richmond 2. Richmond 1 should be the boss and Richmond 2 should be the employee. If you want to be successful as a man in this business, what you have to do, Richmond 1, who is boss 1, should make a job description for employee 1, which is Richmond 2, so that if every day bossman Richmond 1, bossman employee Richmond 2 to do 5 posting a day, bossman Richmond 1 have to make sure bossman Richmond 2 is doing the same thing. We don't have to assume that because I'm boss on my own, instead of me posting 3 or 5 on Facebook every day, I can postpone the time and do it next time. We are not being disciplined. Okay, so men, if we want to achieve what the women are achieving, we need to have this personality split. It's a psychological and mental way of succeeding in this business. And this is a concept that Larry Thompson is preaching on. So Bossman, I think this is what I can say to the men. And it's not just only for the men, the women can also take this on board and it will help them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. You've heard it from him. All of us, we are in a community. I've not met Simon before. I've not met Man Richmond, but we build community. Another thing is about self-development. We are going to end this Zoom now. Boss Lady Gladys, before we go, just help me with what Richard Branson says about if you have been thrown opportunity. What did he say? Please remind us. If opportunity is thrown, what did Richard Branson say, please?
Thank you, sir. My favorites. Yeah, this is an opportunity. You may have been in the business. It's still an opportunity for you to be here. He said, jump at it and learn later. If an opportunity is being thrown at you or somebody shared with you right now, someone have just shared. Bossman Richmond have shared. Bossman Ifeanyi has shared. Vice President Simon have shared. It's an opportunity. So now what you have learned from it right now, you got to start learning later. You have to call people, meet up with people you know that are like-minded. Go through your notes, everything. I mean, you can't come into a meeting and not write because you cannot retain everything, you know. So I'm learning now. I'm learning now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, our Facebooker. Thank you all over the world, anywhere you are watching us from. Thank you so much for your patience. We'll come your way sometime soon. Like we said, if you have any question, just go to whoever that has invited you on whoever platform you are going to watch or rewatch later. Please just hook up. We are here to sort ourselves. Until we come your way again, I'm going to leave you just this short one. Do you want to leave debt for your generation on board, or do you want to leave wealth for your generation on board? Decide on what you want to do. The ball is in your court. God bless you. I'll see you again. Thank you and God bless. Bye.